Hello everybody, I'm Thor Newsom. I'm host of the Alpha Team channel. Today I am starting my series on building Lego tanks. So I'm going to start from the smallest one and I'm going to go to my biggest one. But I'm going to have a couple of videos showing you how to build each one of these. So the first one we're starting out with is going to be the M3 Lee. It's an American World War II tank. It's a medium tank. It has two cannons. It has a main cannon, which is this cannon right here, and it has its secondary cannon, which would be the one on the turret. So now I'm going to start with the turret. So first things first, you need a little rod. I think it's a rod. It looks like a rod to me. And you need a couple and then you need two singular flat plates, two 1x1 flat plates, a Travis brick, which is a really rare piece. It has studs, it has 5 studs, and then you need these two 1x1s. So first things first, you're going to take the 1x1s, put them on any side of the Travis brick except for the top. Then you're going to take one of those flat pieces, put them on top, and you're kind of getting the shape of the turret. And then take the two singular stud turrets and put them on the front and on the back. Then you take your other flat piece and put it on the back side of the turret. And then you take your rod and stick it into the front part, the front hole of the 1x1. Sorry, the 1x2. And then you have your turret. Now we're going to move on to the tracks. So what you're going to need is you're going to need 4 little round 1x1s. They're very useful for many things. Then you need 2 more singular 1x2s. And then you need 2 of these. These are sort of like a Travis brick, but they're not a Travis brick. They have 4 studs and they're 1x2s. So then you take those, you put them together like this, and you put the 2 flat singular studs on top. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take these little circular 1x1s, put them on the front of your flat tile 1x6, and then attach it right in the middle of these 2 of the 1x2s with the studs on the side. And there you go. Then you have your tracks. Now we're going to move on to the hull. I'm going to do it in 3 sections. The first section is the middle section, which is actually really not that hard. So I'm going to lay out the pieces for you. You can use tiles or you can use grill pieces is what I call them. You need 3 of those. You need a 1x1. Any color can work. This was the only color I could find. Then you need a 2x3. And then you need 2 1x2s. So then what you're going to do is you're going to put your 1x2s on the bottom of the 2x3. Then you're going to take your singular piece, put it in the back of the 1x3, and then take your 3 grill pieces and put them like this. Now the one in the front is not connected to anything yet because it will connect to something else later in the haul. So now the next part is it's another 2x3, and then you're going to need these little slope pieces. You're going to put one in on the second stud, and then you're going to put one in the first stud, but you only need 2 because this is where your secondary cannon is going to be. So these are the pieces for the secondary cannon. You need a wrench, and then you need 2 circular studs, 1x1 studs. So then you put it in the corner where your first slope was. Then you put the hole right here on the area on the top of the dot on the top of the stud, and then you put the other one on top upside down, and that is your secondary cannon. Well, sorry, your main cannon. And now we are going to move on to the third part of the hall, or the hall. So first you're going to need a 1x4, another 1x1, and then a flat 1x1 tile. So first you're going to put your 1x1 right there in the front, and then your second one is going to go in the back. So you have a space in the middle in between them. And then the last part of the hall, you're going to need another slope, 2 flat 1x2 tiles, and then a 1x2, and then a 1x3. So take your 1x2, put it on the bottom of the middle of the 2x3. Then take your flat 2x2 tiles, put them on each side of the 2x3, and then take your little slope and put it in the back to where it goes that way. And then you're going to take your 1x4, the flat side is going to go in the back with the slope. Then the middle is going to go right here with the space. And then you're going to attach it down, and this is where the front part goes. And then you take this part, and then you put it right there. And now it's time to put the tracks on. And then you can put your turret on right here, and there you go. You have your M3 Lee with the movable turret, and the main cannon also moves. So thank you and good.
Hey, did you come up with that design yourself?
I actually look at pictures of Lego tanks, and then I see what I can do. I try mixing other tanks with most of my ideas.
That's pretty cool. So you designed that and built it with your own imagination.
Yes.
Awesome. So remember, please subscribe. Thor's got many more how-to videos on building
my Lego tank army.
That's awesome.
Thank you and good night.